So, welcome back to SKFC. Today, we're going to be talking about the new Premier League fixtures that's just been released for next season. We're going to be looking at specifically like the first 5 matches for each of the big clubs, just to see how they should really realistically start their season. Now, the full fixture list has been revealed. You can kind of see by sifting through the official Premier League website. So I'll link that below. I just don't feel like going through the entire thing in one go. Obviously, because things are going to be subject to change, the schedule's going to be moved around, and that's just a lot of match weeks to get through. So I feel like the first 5 weeks will give us a barometer for how clubs should start, and we can still kind of sift through a decent amount of matches at the same time. All right, starting with Arsenal. I'm not going to lie to you, their schedule, their first 5, they're getting baptized by fire, man. United away isn't going to be easy. I don't really think they have a great record against them. Obviously, United haven't exactly been the best team last season, but still, that's going to be difficult. Leeds at home should be a bit of a reprieve, but then you look through these next 3 fixtures, man. Liverpool away, Nottingham at home, Manchester City at home. You're looking to play 3 of the top 7 teams last season, 3 of the better defensive teams from last season as well. Manchester City not as much, obviously, but you look at how they reinforced their squad. Liverpool are the league champions for this season, and then none of them are no slouches defensively. So, yeah, if I'm looking at this realistically, out of 15 points, I think Arsenal can outlast United. They should definitely smoke Leeds. So that's at least 6 points. And honestly, I think if we can get 5 points out of the next 3, so draw with Liverpool, draw with City, and beat Nottingham, I think that's decent for them, to be honest. I'll say on the. I mean, to be fair, I do think they can actually beat City at home because they've done it. But I'm not gung ho about it either, especially because we don't really know what they're gonna bring in. But as it stands right now, as of June 18th, I'm gonna say Arsenal should get somewhere between 11 to 13 points out of their first 5 fixtures. Next up, we have Chelsea, whose fixtures are relatively chill by comparison. I mean, Palace at home, West Ham away, Fulham at home, Brentford away, and United away. So you're starting off with 4 London derbies, and then you're playing United away. The only thing I would say is they haven't beaten United at Old Trafford since Sir Alex Ferguson's been there at the club. And on top of that, obviously Chelsea, London derbies can be very cagey. However, with that being said, I really don't think Chelsea should find this first run of games to be that difficult. I'm not going to go for a perfect 15 because I don't think they're consistent enough for that yet. But I'll say similar to Arsenal, 11 to 13. They should really not be struggling too much to get through their first couple of games, in my opinion. And the one that I think is going to cause them the most difficulty is going to be that United fixture because, again, they've never beaten them since Alex Ferguson has left Manchester United, which is a long ass time ago. Next up, we have Liverpool, whose schedule is decently hard, to be fair. They have to play Bournemouth, who are a team that are probably going to lose 3/4 of their back line. They already lost Hoyson to Real Madrid. I think Sabrani is going to PSG, and Liverpool are obviously trying to get Kirkers right now. So, given all of that, we don't know who they're going to replace them with yet. Bournemouth shouldn't be the most difficult team in the world. Newcastle, obviously going to be more difficult. So they're playing away at St. James's. They were able to, I think they drew last season 3-3. And obviously Newcastle beat them in the League Cup, so they're going to be looking for revenge there. And then they play Arsenal at home, which I think is going to be a difficult game. They then play Burnley away, which should be an easy 3 points. And then Everton at home, and which they tend to win. So I think they should be fine. So if I were to look at their fixtures, I think Bournemouth, Burnley, and Everton should be easy 9 points. I basically said I thought them and Arsenal were going to draw. So I'll keep that consistent. And then as for Newcastle, honestly, I think the Newcastle game can go either way because they've beaten them last season. They drew with them in a crazy fixture, and they obviously got outplayed by them in the League Cup. I'm going to go for a Liverpool win, only because the key to Newcastle even winning that League Cup game was the fact that they could hone in on Mohamed Salah because Liverpool didn't really have other offensive weapons to use, and I think Gakpo was injured at the time as well. So with Wirtz coming in, Gakpo should be starting, and especially if they get another striker, I think they should be able to win. So even if just barely. So I'm going to go with a 13-point start for Liverpool. That's going to be my prediction. my early prediction, should I say. Next up, we have Manchester City. So we're going to be starting with Wolves away, Spurs at home, Brighton away, United at home, and then Arsenal away. So they're, I'm not going to lie, some of these schedules are like freaking difficult. I'll be honest, I feel like Wolves are like the only guarantee amongst these first 5 fixtures. I mean, I do think they should be beating Manchester United away, and Manchester United as well, especially at home. So I'm going to go with 6 points there. Brighton are a very inconsistent team, right? Like they played Manchester City really well last season, and then got demolished by like freaking Nottingham 7-0. So you really never really know which Brighton is going to show up against them. So I'm more, and especially given like all the signs that City's have already made to improve their squad, I'm definitely going to lean more towards City than anything. I think Arsenal away should be a draw, and then Spurs, new manager coming in. Obviously, we know it's going to be the former Brentford manager Thomas Frank. Spurs can be better defensively, but I just think with all of the signs that City's brought in, honestly, outside of Arsenal, I don't really see any of these other teams being able to stop them defensively. So I'll probably go with 13 out of 15 too, to be honest. Yeah, all right, that's what I think we're gonna go with. Next up, we have Manchester United against Arsenal, Fulham away, Burnley at home, City away, and Chelsea at home. This is a very mixed bag in terms of difficulty of schedule here. To be honest, I do think Arsenal should be beating them. I think them and Fulham will be a draw. They should beat Burnley. Probably not going to beat Manchester City, and they'll probably draw with Chelsea. So I either see like 5-7. Granted, to be fair, I don't think Fulham are that amazing. So if Emre Ball is in effect and actually starts to work now, which I doubt, but we'll see. I'll even go on a limb. I'll say 7. I'll say 7 with the possibility of them maybe upsetting one of Chelsea, City, or Arsenal. So honestly, I can range from anywhere from 5 to 9 points for them. That's where I think they're going to start the season. I say 5 to 9 is a good range for them. To quickly fly through some of these. Next up, we have Newcastle. I feel like Aston Villa are going to want to get their revenge for obviously Newcastle overtaking them in the race for Champions League. I see that being a draw. Liverpool should win. And then I think they should win the next 3 games. So I'm seeing like, I'd say 10 to 12. No, 10 to 11. Because I don't think they should be losing to any of these 3 teams, to be honest with you. Especially not Leeds or Wolves. So I think they can range anywhere from 10 to like 12 points to start the season. That's what I would go with. And last, but probably kind of least, we have Tottenham Hotspurs. Or Spurs, of course. Their schedule is actually not that bad, to be honest with you. Like Burnley at home, City away is gonna be tough. Bournemouth at home, West Ham away, Brighton away. So they should be smoking Burnley. They should be smoking Burnley. We'll see if they do or not, but they should. City's I doubt they're gonna win. Again, Bournemouth, I don't think they're gonna be as good as last season. West Ham under Graham Potter are pretty freaking trash, I'm not gonna lie to you. And then Brighton are a toss-up. So, although Brighton, I think they beat them like 4-1 in their last outing. So, and I think they beat them in the reverse fixture as well. So, Brighton actually have that number, to be honest. So, putting all that into context, I think they should beat Burnley and West Ham. So, that should be 6 points at least. And Bournemouth, actually. That's 9 points. I don't think they're going to beat Manchester City full stop. And then the question is, this going to be, can they beat Brighton away or not? Which I think can go either way. So, my range for them is going to be 9 to 12 points to start the season. But all right, that's going to be it for this video. I just wanted to go over some of the first 5 fixtures for some of the bigger clubs or the clubs in the Champions League. Let me know your prediction below. And most importantly of all, remember to have a good